Stop chasing leads and let the leads come towards you. Are you frustrated because you're trying to find leads you need for your business? You're tired of attracting the wrong prospect to your business. You know why? It's likely because you're chasing them instead of attracting them into your business. You cannot force a lead into your business, but what you can do is attract them into your business. Think about the last thing you bought. What was when you became a customer of that business, or you're a consumer of that business, someone sold you something. It started off with a process of them attracting you to their business. If someone came to you begging to be a lead and is begging for you to be a lead, begging you to join this and join that, you'll feel so much friction. Like, what is he like? You'll feel so much like, what is he trying to do? Like, is he trying to trick me? Like, I don't trust this person. What you have to do is understand that the leads will come to you. You don't have to chase after them. Now, to help us understand why we must not chase after those leads, we're going to pull it from the Bible. In Proverbs chapter 1, verses 20 through 21, it says, "Wisdom shouts in the streets. She raises her voices in the market. She calls out at the head of the noisy streets, where large crowds gather. At the entrance of the city gate, she speaks her words." Now, we'll give you a little bit of context. The entrance of the city gate / the markets were where large transactions were occurred. So most of the activity of business was done in the Bible. It's where the most people were at. Now, wisdom. We see wisdom is the ability to make good and practical decisions. It guides you when you need to make a decision. Wisdom is the application of that knowledge you have given. Wisdom does not beg for people. You see in scripture, she just simply calls out to them. And if her message attracts them, they follow. Wisdom does not have to do the extra work. But all she has to do is stand where the most people are present, and those who accept her words will reap the benefits, and those who do not accept her message will face the consequence. I think it's funny because wisdom will always come to us probably sometimes when we least expect it. But it did not chase after us. Say you were looking for something, you were searching something up, and the message just attracted to you. You were like, wow, I just learned that. But those who reject the message wisdom is trying to give to you, what you're trying to learn, whether it's through a message or it's like in a sermon, if you reject that wisdom that is given to you, then you're going to face the consequences. But what wisdom is not going to do, it's not going to chase after you. It's not going to be like, I need him to hear this. I need her to hear this. No, if you reject the message that what someone is trying to give to you or what wisdom is trying to portray to you, then you miss out. And it's the same thing in your business. Now, for point 1 on why we should not chase after these leads, but attract them. What you must know first on how to attract them is know who you're targeting. Now, I want to give credit to Myron Gordon on this part. He says, to get wisdom, you need the prerequisite of ignorance. And guess what? We all have it. But wisdom knows that. Wisdom knows that. So that's why she calls out to the people, us, with ignorance, attracting the message of wisdom. Because the pain of ignorance attracts the result and the wisdom. It attracts the result of wisdom. Wisdom knows that we are ignorant. She knows who her ideal customer is. All of us. Why? Because we are ignorant. And since we are ignorant, we are seeking after wisdom, the wisdom that wisdom will be provided. But in order to obtain that wisdom, you have to be ignorant. And this is why this applies to you in generating your leads. You must know who you are targeting. You must know who you are calling out to. What is the prerequisite of them for you calling out to them? What is the pain? What are they experiencing? How can you help them? Wisdom knows how she can help us being ignorant, so that's why she calls out to them. In your business, you must break down who you're targeting, right? As a result of this, their pain, you must know desires, their psychographics. Psychographics are how they're thinking. What is the transformation they desire? And what you do in your content, or however you're generating your leads, is you have to put those in there. You have to understand how they think, so therefore they'd be like, oh wow, they were speaking directly to me. And once we know who we're targeting, you create content, you create the lead magnet, and you create the lead magnet for them to join your business. You create a lead magnet for them to join your community, for them to join your SMS list, for them to join your newsletter, for them to join your blog. But as a result, you must know the pain, the desire, the transformation. There's typographics. Know who you're targeting. Wisdom knows who she's targeting because we are all ignorant, so therefore she uses that ignorant as our pain point to call out to us. Now, second, you must know where you're targeting. And the funny thing about wisdom is in her, and you say in her business model, in her business plan, if it didn't match her prerequisite of ignorant, and you recognize you need ignorant, or if the person you're calling out to does not match your prerequisite, then they are not your prospect. Simple. But wisdom knows that because she knows also where she is calling out to. You can know who you're calling, but where are they spending time? Wisdom in scripture went to where the most people were at. Like I said, in the markets of the city gate. That's where most of her prospects, or where she was calling out to, that's where people resided. For you, instead of trying to chase after those leads, you go to where they are residing. You go to where the most people are at, where the most of your prospects are at, and you target that customer. You have to understand what channels they're using. Are they on LinkedIn? Are they on Facebook? Are they on Instagram? Are they on TikTok? Are they on X? You have to understand the channels. Understand the channels of where your target customer is at. Now, the importance of channels. Use that channel to help spread that message. Use the channel to communicate the pain points, as we said before, of knowing who that customer is, to further elaborate on those pain points. Use that channel to mirror their pain points. Use that channel to understand how they're thinking. Because if they're on a certain platform, for example, if they're on TikTok, they crave quick content. They crave something they don't really want to sit there too long, because attention spans on TikTok are sometimes lower than Instagram. They want quick educational content. If they're on Instagram, they want a little bit more. That's the trust builder. They want a little bit more of the content that helps them build trust, or you can further elaborate on something. If they're on YouTube is more long form content. I want to sit, I want to study. That's where like mostly you'll find a mini course or something like that along those lines on YouTube. You can't market somewhere where the person does not reside. Most of us use every platform as if we're targeting ourselves, but then we're not looking at where our prospects are at. We can't build our business based off of what platforms we use or what we feel is best. You have to understand where your prospect is. Know who you're targeting. Know where you are targeting them. What channels are you using? And lastly, I'll put it right here. You invite. Do not beg. And I find this funny with wisdom, as I said before. If they didn't match her prerequisite, or they didn't accept the wisdom she was giving out, or you don't accept the wisdom someone is giving out to you, they don't go out and beg you. They invite you in to obtain and acquire that wisdom. But if you reject it, you reject it. For those who don't accept your message, they miss out. You don't chase after them. Wisdom never chased after people who rejected her, because they always came running back when it didn't work out. And look back in your life, when someone rejected the wisdom you were trying to give them, what happened is they always came running back. Someone always come running back after they come to their senses or went, dang, they were really trying to help me. I need to go back to them. You don't chase after them. That's just, why are you chasing after somebody when, if they really need you, If God really wants him to be with you, he will make it happen. What makes wisdom so powerful is it only calls out. It does not run after, but it calls out to you because she wants to see you succeed. She doesn't want you ignorant in whatever you're looking towards, ignorant on how to go out there and cook something or how to drive, anything, right? She doesn't want you ignorant. She wants you to succeed. But if you don't accept her invitation, the scripture says she laughs at you when dread and everything comes at you. You let those whom your message resonates with into your space. And those who don't resonate, you let them go. See you later. Because I know eventually you'll probably come back. And for the ones that accept you, you invite them to join your lead offer. But why will they join? Because you know who they were. You know where they were. And you just invited them. You didn't beg or chase after them. You know what they value. You know what they hate. You know what they love. You know what they desire. And then you invite them with that CTA. Join my free school group for exclusive content, for exclusive Bible studies. Nah, for real. Link below in the description. If you want to join the free school group, and if you're tired of understanding what pain and how do I figure out the pain of my prospect? How do I understand the psychographics of my prospect? How do I attract them? How do I know where they're at? Join our free school group for these exclusive studies. Example, that was really just meta. I'm just going to invite you in. I'm not going to beg you to join because if it's for you, it's for you. So if you want to increase your leads and you're tired of chasing them, follow wisdom's framework. It's time to stop chasing leads. It's time to start attracting them. And again, if this video you found interesting, drop down below in our comments and comment wisdom and join our free school group. Free. To learn more about Bible studies, to get exclusive content on building your business, for lead generation, and for exclusive live calls weekly and bi-weekly. I hope this blesses you, and I'll see you next time.